Singer Joyvilla was the talk of this year's Grammys.
Joyvilla became a star overnight when she attended the Grammys and stole the show. The singer-songwriter dashingly removed her flowing white cloak as she gained more than 50,000 Twitter followers overnight, was overwhelmed with support, and her album sales jumped over 18,000%. No one else but Joyvilla made the Grammys great again.
And album sales online, sales have soared.
No longer any free thought. So there's no free thinking, there's no free artistry, and there's no artistry. Honestly, Hollywood is just rehashing the same old thing, and they're patting themselves on the back about it. And the Emmys was a disgusting display of bloatedness that we saw last night.
Well, I just want to make sure rich people get enough awards from one another.
They need it.
So I guess what bothers me is this is the world's window into America is the stuff that these people produce. Am I getting that right?
I think so. I really think internationally they're going to stop buying that BS too. Really, I think all their numbers are going down. They're tanking. People are just not buying this anymore. It's the same old story being sold. And honestly, I think foreign talents are probably going to be rising ahead of us because they're starting to think outside the box. Even though they supposedly have less free speech than us, we're supposed to be the country of the First Amendment. But as we see in Hollywood, they no longer care about that.
Man, you are the bravest.
For me, I've been told you're not welcome here.
It's got to be disheartening for you. Give me an example, Joy.
Fashion Week was in March in Los Angeles, right after the Grammys, where I wore my Make America Great Again dress. One of the organizers of Fashion Week heard I was coming. He said, no, not that Trump girl. She's not allowed here.
Hi, everyone. I'm Joyvilla, coming to you from Trump Tower in New York.
And what if they erected statues of prominent African-American historical figures?
That is a perfect idea. I think what we need to do, instead of tearing down America, we need to build America up. We do need to focus. We need to pivot away from this. We need to stop trying to destroy things that offend us, and let's put things that celebrate what happened. And let's say, yes, history was bad, that happened. Now, what can we do to celebrate people that fought against slavery, that ended the Civil War?
And Joy, I think you just made my point for me. I made my
own
point.
I don't think you made that point
earlier.
For having made that comment.
Oh, they're going to bash him. I mean, you can't even be slightly pro-Trump in those circles. I know. In Hollywood, it's you hate Trump and you're with the group. If you say, well, let's give him a chance, they shun you. So he may lose some jobs.
So sales for her album rocketing to #1 on iTunes and Amazon.
Better seller than both Lady Gaga and Beyonce.
It would be very brazen and very bold, but my internal beliefs are about love and unifying for the country and unifying under our president. And for me, I voted for Trump, and a lot of my friends did as well. And we felt like we had to be closeted, we had to be quiet about it, or we would face a backlash. I decided that, you know, I really want to be an activist for the things I hold dear, and I am proudly pro-life, a woman of color, conservative woman, who is sharing my beliefs and what my value system is. I had given a child up for adoption 10 years ago, and that's why I'm pro-life.
It's a struggle to have to identify so much as black, and it's such an identity thing. It's like you have to hold on to it so strongly. I'm black and I'm this, and I see it from a lot of light-skinned black people, a lot of mixed people, that they favor their black side more.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise they get ostracized. And for me, I've always been myself. I'm mixed race. I mean, I'm American. It's not a big deal, the identity politics. I'm a conservative. So love me for my values, not for the way I look.
Good to see you too, and we've talked about your support for the president and what that has gotten you from Hollywood. Did you watch the Emmys?
I watched the Emmys, unfortunately, only because I know everyone's going to ask me about it. Now, it's a bunch of Hollywood elitists talking about Hollywood elitists, talking about how great Hollywood elitists are.
You announced on our sister network, Fox News Channel, that you're thinking of running for office, Joy.
That's right.
The president even gave you his blessings, tweeting this: good luck to Joyvilla on her decision to enter the wonderful world of politics. What about your potential bid for Congress?
I am really looking at making a difference for the American people. I really think that if I were to run, I'd want to win, and I'd want to do it on a populist message, the same message that the president has. And that's sovereignty back to the people, lowering taxes, giving small businesses and families a chance to thrive again. Because it's just, I'm sick of the Hollywood elitists running our country.
Do you have any advice?
But as you go out across the country, what do people really, really care about?
People care about, they want legal immigration, not illegal immigration. They want to stop the illegals from coming in, from bringing drugs, from draining resources. They want to be given tax breaks for small businesses. They want to be able to, help their families with good education. Just sort of down-home values that I was raised on that I feel like are not here anymore.
But it seems like, Joy, you might be able to affect change outside of Washington rather than inside Washington on those things that you're talking about.
That's a good point. I look at that. I'm looking at different things. I'm still going to be an entertainer, still doing music. I have my second album coming out. So for me, I want to affect the most change that I can and bring that message to the most people that I can and help people and help Americans. If it's more on the outside, then that's what I'll do.
What gets me upset is that Congress is not getting anything done. Now, we have a Republican majority in the Senate, in the House, and we have a Republican president. But for some reason, things are moving at a very, very slow speed. I mean, just like Hollywood, where I come from, the artist industry is filled. It's rife with sexual allegations. In fact, I'm an independent artist. I make my own money. I'm not bought and paid for. To continue to deliver on his promise to make America great again. I'm Joy Villa, and that is The Real News.